Number 1. Loch 11. Australia's longest river wasn't always easy to navigate, as it was susceptible to floods and sometimes dried up completely. The answer for Mildura, which needed to get its citrus fruit, wine grapes, wool and grain to market, was a sophisticated and wide-ranging loch and river system that took shape during the 1920s. Number 2. Vineyards and Wineries. More than 3/4 of all the grapes grown in the state of Victoria are harvested in Mildura and its environs. In fact, many of Australia's wineries source their grapes from this part of the country. Traditionally, varieties like Shiraz, Merlot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Chardonnay do well in Mildura's warm Mediterranean climate. Number 3. Mildura Riverfront. The Murray River guarantees complete public access along its banks. Since 1881, the state of Victoria has stipulated that there has to be a 60-meter green strip along the south bank to safeguard against floods and erosion, but also offer a space for public recreation. The river is a huge asset for Mildura. Number 4. Australian Inland Botanic Gardens. Billed as the first semi-arid botanical garden in the southern hemisphere, this horticultural attraction across the Murray is where the desert literally comes to life. There are more than 20,000 plantings here, a good half of which are scientifically labeled. These come from all over Australia and New Zealand, but also Africa. Number 5. Feast Street. Langtree Avenue has been Mildura's main shopping and dining street since the very birth of the town. One whole block, between 8th and 9th Street, is a pedestrian mall, while the palm and gum tree-lined stretch just north of it has the nickname Feast Street for its abundance of cafes, bars, and globe-trotting lineup of restaurants. Number 6. Mungo National Park. Mildura is the closest city to what is one of the most incredible landscapes in the country, which is saying something for Australia. A sacred meeting place for a number of Aboriginal nations, and so tightly protected, Mungo National Park is composed of white dunes and dried-up lakebeds that look like they belong on the moon. Number 7. Murray River Cruises. The locally based tour company, Mildura Paddle Steamers, maintains a fleet of 3 historic paddle steamers setting off for cruises on the beautiful Murray River 365 days a year. The flagship and most active vessel is the P.S. Melbourne, built in 1912 and restored in 1965. Departing Mildura Wharf. Number 8. Mildura Arts Centre. The city's all-encompassing arts hub borders Rio Vista Park on the riverfront. This modern building houses a 444-seat theater for live music, plays, dance, talks and children's fun. Mildura's art collection can be seen at curated rotating shows in the center's gallery, which also hosts traveling exhibitions. Number 9. Fossey's Ginporium. The landmark complex, The Sets, on 8th Street is the home of a family-owned gin distillery and tasting room. In Fossey's range of artisanal infused gins, you'll find imaginative creations like Christmas pudding, Shiraz, gin toddy, rose petal, hot cross bun, rose petal and desert lime, along with single malt whiskey. Number 10. Mildura Holden Motor Museum. At this private museum, you can trace the history of the Holden car brand, from the late 1940s 48 to 215 sedan right through to the latest Statesman and Monero models. Something remarkable about this collection is that it all belongs to one man, Ron Morello, who opened it up to the public in 2016. There are 30+ models on show at any one time. Hope you liked this video. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel.